Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. Right, so the long-awaited time is finally here, and we have gotten our Battlegrounds reward. Right, so I'm going to show exactly how my alliance did in general, but first we do need to point out this pack where you get free Battlegrounds items that Kabam has sent. They didn't explicitly state the reason, but obviously it's kind of nice surprise. However, given the fact that we are in off-season for another 12 or so days, I believe. 12 or 13 days. I do recommend holding on to this in your inbox in order to make sure that your reshuffle signets are not expiring. In fact, I will be holding up to this pack probably for several weeks, because it says that we have 29 days to claim it. And I want to use my reshuffles towards the end of the season, because it doesn't matter where you finish week 1, week 2, or week 3. What matters is where you finish in week 4. Therefore, I personally recommend do not claim this for a while. At least I won't. That being put aside, as an alliance, New Nation ended up in 54th spot. This season, not too many of us pushed really hard these solo events and stuff like that. And overall, I'm perfectly fine with that. Obviously, the higher your alliance places, the better. You do kind of wish your alliance is, as active as possible. But at the same time, I'm kind of fine with whatever we are getting here. So we do get just, 2/5 of a full catalyst and a tier 5 CC, something else. So I'm going to go ahead and claim that right now. Do need to pick a tier 5 CC, which in this case at the moment, I think I'm going to go with the Cosmic one, because Cosmic one I have the least off at the moment, and there is 1 or 2 more Cosmic Champions that I do want to rank up. But to me personally, anyways, the 10,000 trophy tokens, I think that is the more important thing. Now we have Battlegrounds solo event, and I did not place high. As we can see here, I'm in spot 1983. If you want to know my exact score, I can show it to you, because I basically didn't use my Elder's Marks, or I used a very small amount of them. I think I used less than 10 Elder's Marks total this season. So I clearly ranked in 1 to 2,000, barely squeaked in from 1 to 2,000. And the reason for it is I don't desperately need to chase that class awakening gem. And other than that, when it comes to the amount of 6 stones, they are much more available as generics. Therefore, I do not see it as a big downgrade to receive class 6 stones instead of the generic ones, because now we're kind of seeking up more different champions anyway. So obviously it's nicer to have the generic 6, but at the same time, often I am like stacked and in overflow with my generic 6, not with the class ones. So there is a bit that I actually kind of prefer maybe to get the class ones for now, but at the very least I definitely do not view it as a significant downgrade, because I do have plenty of generics, and you can acquire plenty of generic 6 stones on weekly basis from Battlegrounds store as well. So yeah, I don't mind this at all, and I basically did not use Elder's Marks at all. As we can see here, I still have 3,700. I didn't purchase any Elder's Marks this season, and I also didn't use majority of my Elder's Marks. I did play, fairly a lot, but I did it with energy, and I'm quite happy with that. So I think that's, also kind of like the better strategy. Next season, maybe, because I do have some Elder's Marks saved up now, I will go for that Awakening Gem, but it's just as likely that I'll do the same thing next season and do it the season after for the solo event, maybe. So I did not place highly in the solo event. Still, 100 random 6, 10,006 shot, sure, why not? And where did I rank at end of the Battlegrounds according to Kabam? Turns out that I ranked in spot number 26. So this is definitely, so far of all the seasons, my weakest finish. And, realistically, it was just impossible to try and jump up. I did make a mistake this season in taking it a bit too lightly in week 3 and letting myself kind of drop off, because the plan was always, just make sure you focus on week 4. And when I started doing my final push, I wanted to do it earlier, but I was quite busy. I just didn't have quite enough time with all of the coaching sessions that I had to do and with the content to upload, plus a whole bunch of things happening. I just couldn't. I wanted to start pushing midweek, but it didn't quite work out that way. And I left it too late. And by the time I started pushing, you know, a significant portion, about a third of my matches were against modders, which again, you know, effectively made it borderline impossible to do a solid push. At the same time, I did enjoy last season metas quite a lot. And, you know, there's nothing too bad at spot number 26 at all. Obviously, you always want to do better. I do want to do better myself pretty much always. But, you know, we get 2000 6-star. So in this space, we only need 5 months to get a 6-star relic. But, you know, that's okay. I don't even know what that celestial alloy is and what the basic tier 1 basic catalyst fragment, what is that? But either way, we got some of that stuff, so I will claim that as well. So with these now, I will have a decent chunk of... I probably should have taken a screenshot of that as for thumbnail. So not this one. Battlegrounds, here we go. We're going to take a screenshot of this. Oh, well, good enough. And now we can spend some of that stuff, right? So we got some 6-star shards. I am going to be saving my 6-star shards for the upcoming featured 6-star. Don't have too many at the moment. I'm sitting at... where are my 6-star shards? I'm sitting at 243,000. So I'm going to carry on saving. That's, you know... I'm also at the same time not particularly chasing many more of them, but I can, number one, spend some of this stuff. So what I'm going to do first is we are going to grab, because I actually just used a whole bunch of signature stones on a champion that is a bit of a guilty pleasure thing, could potentially be quite useful. So for this one, it is going to be fairly straightforward. We are going to get all the 56-star signature stones. Very simple. Because we do have 91,000 of this Battleground currency, so we might as well use it. So I'm going to claim this. And this time around, I'm also going to grab a whole bunch of rank 4 materials. I do still think these are comparatively overpriced compared to 6 stones and 6-star shards. But with the season rewards, when you get a fairly sizable influx of these, do not feel too bad in grabbing like 40,000 fragments worth, because this gives you close to a catalyst. I think 4/5 or something like that of a catalyst in total. And now if I do look in my inventory, we can see that I'm nearly at 3 tier 6 basics. And then I should be at about 2 tier 3 alphas, 2 and a bit. So I'm basically less than a catalyst of each short, and I do expect that next week, Monday, Tuesday, we could get a new rank 4 for the account, which is quite awesome too. So here we are. That would be number 32. So that's the reason there. And yeah, we are soon going to get that. But we do have some of that relic stuff to open that I can do in front of you. But it's still quite confusing to open all that stuff because I'm not even entirely sure what I need to rank up those champions, or what's too great or what's not too good. But you might as well take a look at that. So as you can see, I am kind of at the moment hoarding some of my crystals. There will be a crystal opening coming on the channel in about 5 or 6 days where I'm trying to obtain a 6-star Quicksilver. We can open the 100 signature stones that we got. Again, as I said, I don't mind the fact that these are class stones at all, because now that 6-star signature stones have gotten more available, you end up, you know, using them on more random champions in more different classes, and I'm perfectly okay with that. So besides that, we do have some of these tier 2 alloy crystals, just fine. It didn't form any of those catalysts. I don't even know what I need there specifically. Tier 2 alloy crystals, so I have gotten mutant one and I have 2 skill ones. Sure, why not? I will try to rank up some of my relics in the upcoming couple of days, but for now I'll leave that there. And that is pretty much it. So that is how my season went. I didn't spend anything at all on Battlegrounds in terms of purchasing Elders Marks. Again, as I said, I didn't even use the Elders Marks that I have. I have 3,700 saved up. As an alliance, we finished in top 60, which is a drop from previous season. Previous season, we finished in top 30, top 25, something like that. And as a solo ranking, it definitely dropped very, very drastically. Barely got in top 2000. And individual ranking in Gladiator Circuit Leaderboard, I was 26th, which, you know, is not the greatest, it's not the worst, it's the same, you know, top 100 set of rewards. I will obviously try my best to rank up higher in the upcoming season, and I hope that you guys are here to watch it and cheer me on. And let me know, how did your season go? Finally, now that the rewards have arrived, what are you spending all your tokens on all that other good stuff? But for now, that is it, and I will catch you guys later. See ya. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next